Najee Harris.
Pretty sure my grade point average would be too high for that to be possible.
Well, have you ever slept with a cousin?
No.
Then you can't play.
Oh, well then, fuck. Where I'm at, I'm out.
Yeah, roll some Tide Tone, all right?
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah. All right. Anyways.
We will never get any fans in Alabama.
Well, when we say how much we hate Auburn, we'll get those fans back because they're too stupid to realize we're talking shit about them.
I can't believe Alabama has to play LSU. That seems like too hard of a matchup for them.
What do you mean?
I mean, they should be getting an easier schedule than that, shouldn't they?
They have to play LSU. Okay, we talk shit about the SEC playing fucking cupcake schedule, and they do. When you schedule teams like fucking Mercer in the middle of the season. But let's also acknowledge that as much as we're shitting on Florida and Auburn, that middle of the road SEC is still way better than the third best team in the ACC and the third best team in the Pac-12. All right? So as much as I hate the SEC, and I do, the SEC's middle-of-the-road teams are better than a bunch of the good teams in other conferences. Same thing with Penn State.
The Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Yeah, I knew where you were going with that.
Yeah. So, yes, they play a cupcake out-of-conference schedule. What their in-conference schedule is fucking brutal. When you have to play Auburn, LSU, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi State, it's not going to be a good fucking easy season for in-conference games.
It's true.
Typically.
It just seems like out of the SEC, Alabama usually gets like the easiest schedule.
I mean, that is... Nick Saban brought up a good point.
I actually have to say, and I wasn't here for the podcast, I know where you're about to go with this, and I have to say that I 100% agree with him. Like, you're talking about when he lashed out at the reporter, and he's like, you find somebody who's willing to play us. I'm only taking teams that are willing to play us. How about you go out there and find somebody that's willing to play us, and I'll play them?
He literally named teams. He's like, you want us to play Baylor? We'll play Baylor. You want us to play Stanford? Line them up. Like, we can only play teams that agree to play us.
And to his defense, most teams don't want to play him because, you put your season at risk, but two,
After he called them out, though, Florida State and Stanford both agreed to a home-and-home in like 25-26.
Yeah, that's because Florida State needs to be fucking relevant. And same with Stanford after they lost McCaffrey.
Yeah.
So, fuck off with that.
But it's Power 5 teams that signed up to play them. Again.
No, yeah, true. It's better than what they've been playing.
You want to know how we fix this problem? 16-team fucking playoff. Because if you don't need to win every single game, out of conference doesn't matter. It only helps.
Expansion would be a good start.
If the winner of each conference, based on their in-conference play, is all that matters, then teams will be wanting to play Alabama as a resume booster. Because if you have at large and you got Stanford, who's got 10 wins, we'll just make an argument. I'm just picking random teams. Stanford's got 10 wins, didn't win the Pac-12. Baylor's got 10 wins, didn't win the Big 12. They have similar stories, but you know what? Stanford has a really close loss to Alabama, and Baylor just beat the shit out of cupcakes. Who is the committee going to take? The team that lost by 6 to Alabama, or the team that beat fucking Rutgers by 50?
It's true. I mean, that would make those games matter more, or certainly a lot more than non-conference games matter now. Make
an incentive to play top teams. That's all you've got to do.
You're not wrong.
Anyways, we got one more game to talk about in college football, and that's another upset. Boise State leaves the comfort of the blue field goes to 2-4 BYU as undefeated and comes away with a fucking loss to the Mormons.
Yep.
The fucking Boise State field is as blue as the BYU players' balls.
Gross.
They can't have sex. They ain't married.
That's true. I believe that there's fucking rules and shit about that at their school or something like that.
Yeah, a kid got in trouble for having soda with caffeine in it.
Damn.
The one player...
No coffee either?
No coffee. The one basketball player got in trouble for having sex. He got caught having sex and got in trouble and got suspended from the team.
That's hilarious.
It was when Jimmer was playing. Jimmer's last season at BYU.
That's really funny to me.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be, but I'm not a Mormon, so.
Anyways, that's it for college football. Let's run through the NFL.
Two teams you don't want to play are BYU and Pitt, it seems. They pretty much spoil everything, huh?
I mean, who knows? Illinois might be spoiling a ton of shit.
I mean, they could at this point.
Could.
Who the fuck knows, considering the way that Illinois decided, you know what? We do want to play football.
Seriously. All right, NFL. Let's just quickly run down. Chiefs 30, Broncos 6.
Broncos suck.
Pat Mahomes hurt.
Joe Flacco should retire.
Joe Flacco sucks. And I made a bold statement the beginning of the season that I'm not quite sure is wrong, but I'm not quite sure is right. I said I would rather have Case Keenum as my quarterback than Joe Flacco. Right now, they look like they're the same fucking person.
Hey, is
They
there
really do.
And Keenum has a worse supporting team
Right.
around him.
Is there
Flacco, the Broncos shouldn't be this bad. If they had a reasonable quarterback under center, like Cortland Sutton has emerged.
They have two good running backs.
Yeah, they got Philip Lindsay and Royce Freeman, who are pretty good each. Neither is like game breaking, but they're pretty good. And
Royce Freeman can outrun almost anybody on the field, and Peyton Lindsay. Philip Lindsay. Why did I say Peyton? I was thinking
Peyton Manning.
I was thinking Peyton Royce from WWE. Philip Lindsay can run anyone over. So
50-50 who gets the ball.
Yeah. Anyways,
Is there a prop bet though at Rivers if saying that Joe Flacco might retire at halftime?
it's not going to
There
happen.
should be. I'll tell you that much.
But anyways,
I'd take that bet.
I'm not sure. Is Case Keenum any worse than Joe Flacco? I don't know.
Certainly not looking like it.
Anyways,
I don't
Broncos
know that
are
Joe
trash.
Flacco really cares anymore.
He does care. He said he wants to win another Super Bowl.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Anyways, Cowboys throttle the Eagles. People are pissed off because of pass interference in the end zone on the Cowboys that should have been called but wasn't. Okay, we'll give that to you. Cowboys won 30-10.
Well, that's always going to be the argument now, isn't it?
There you go. Oh, there were two. Okay, Cowboys win 23-10. We can do this 3 more times.
And you still cover, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, we can do this 3 more times. Seriously.
Let's fix that.
Yeah. Rams beat the Falcons 37-10.
Yeah.
The Bills with a onside kick return for a touchdown
Which is fantastic to me.
beat the Dolphins 31-21.
Closer than it should have been.
You said the Dolphins were going to win. You did this to yourself.
Hey, I'm going to pat them back. It was closer. I thought it was honestly going to end up that way. They were leading that game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A lot longer than they should have been.
So, daytime Dalton apparently can't play in the daytime either.
Red Rifle.
No. Dalton might be dead.
He did throw a touchdown. Also had 3 interceptions.
Well, why did you even say that?
I don't know. Jags win 27-17. Really quickly. The fucking magic of medicine. Miracle of medicine. Jalen Ramsey. Hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. The Jaguars, those assholes, trade him while he's injured, But somehow, this fucking miracle medicine brings him back to life.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking faking the injury, asshole.
Beer and a joint.
We all knew what it fucking was from the jump off. We can't act like we're fucking surprised. Jalen Ramsey is 100% the type of dude that would pull some shit. 100%. None of that surprised me in the least.
Not at all. You want to know what did surprise me? Vikings beat the Lions 42-30.
I don't know. The Vikings are pretty fucking good.
The Lions, surprisingly, are pretty good. They're not great. Should have beat the Packers. Fucking asshole refs. That's all I'm going to say about that. Speaking of the Packers, Aaron Rodgers had the best game of his career against the Raiders.
Yeah, no receivers.
What are you talking about? He's got Marquez, whatever that dude's name is. He's got, that other dude. What's his name? He's got that third guy. What's his name? Lazard. It's like Lizard. Lizards are cool.
Dude.
I'm trying.
You are trying.
Jimmy Graham? Yeah, he's got the graham cracker. Yep. Oh, is that offensive? Should I not have called him that?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Probably not.
Another big surprise, the fucking Colts beat the Texans. Answer this question for me. Is Jacoby Brissett a good quarterback?
It might be.
326 yards and 4 touchdowns against the fucking Texans defense?
He's looking like he's not bad. I don't know how good he is, but he had a beautiful pass to Eric Ebron. That was also a beautiful catch by Ebron. I don't know if you guys saw that one-hander, but it was definitely probably top 5 of the year.
I did not see that, but I just want to point out on the season, he's only got 3 interceptions and 14 touchdowns.
Really?
Yeah.
That is actually quite impressive.
And Dan O'Shea, whenever you're ready to apologize for being wrong, no. I will accept that apology.
About what?
About Eric Ebron. I told you he's fucking good. He just, for whatever reason, Detroit fucking buried him. And he comes to Indy, and he's one of the best tight ends in the NFL.
All right, I think that's a little bit of a stretch.
He was literally the best tight end in the NFL last year.
What?
In terms of touchdowns.
Is that all you've got? Is that your only argument?
You scored the most. What other argument do you need?
Oh, I don't know. Yards after the catch, completion, or fucking catch percentage. I don't know. Literally any other fucking statistic available.
Okay.
Blocking, pancakes. There's plenty that you could get as a fucking tight end.
Okay. All right. So he was one of the best tight ends in the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's more accurate.
Okay. All right. Fine. We'll concede that. He was one of the best tight ends in the NFL last year.
The best tight end in the NFL last year was fucking your argument is goddamn touchdowns. It's fucking blasphemy. Fucking embarrassing.
You want to know what's fucking embarrassing? The Giants. Actually,
no shit.
The Giants are doing this tank thing fucking wonderfully. This is fucking brilliant, okay? You start your old guy to begin the season in Eli Manning. You have this young guy building hype, gets his first fucking start, wins his fucking start, wins his second start, and then against the Cardinals, keeps you fucking close in the game. You want to lose like that. You want to competitively lose. They're doing it right. It's fucking great. Fucking great. All right. You want to know what's not fucking great?
Redskins.
The fucking 49ers beating the Redskins 9-0.
Nice baseball.
What a fucking ass fest.
Baseball.
That game was crazy as far as
the weather.
Just pure, just heavy rain. It looked like a slip and slide.
They were playing in a hurricane.
Wasn't there a pass that Jimmy Garoppolo threw and went 2 yards straight down?
possible.
Yeah,
There shouldn't have been any passing.
Like normally, heavy rain doesn't really impact like passing yards as much as people think.